Hey everyone. Okay, so first things first, thank you so much for being flexible with us. I know that taking the UCOL course online is not what you expected, and Barb and I are very new to teaching it this way, and so we are doing our best to make sure that our directions are clear and that we are giving you plenty of information that you might need. And what we want you to know is that if at any point you feel like we can be clearer, or if there's something that we can do better, please share that feedback with us, because we very much want to make sure that this process is as seamless as possible while still upholding the integrity of our course, which is just largely interactive by nature. And so, really quickly, I want to tell you about what we're going to do this week. You are with me, and we are doing research. Now, I've been teaching UCOL for this section of UCOL for about 6 years. And so I've been teaching research for about 6 years. And when I got started, I asked the other UCOL instructors how they taught research. And at the time, the answer was that it was about using library resources and about citations and formatting. And I just didn't feel, for me, that that was the best use of our time. I think that you get all of that in your English courses. I don't know that we need to harp on it in UCOL. So try to think about some creative ways to teach research. And so for me, the most important thing is not about whether or not you can use the Purdue OWL to APA format something, or the correct way to build in text citations. None of that necessarily is what I need you to get out of this experience. What I care most about is that you are able to locate scholarly sources, but also to do some critical thinking and evaluating of those sources. 6 years ago, certainly bias is everywhere, but I think today it is even more important that we know how to look at where we get our information, and we take a look at it through a critical lens, and we understand that certainly bias is everywhere. And when we can notice it, when we can become cognizant of that bias, and we can really start to question the validity of a source, that is incredibly important and helpful as you go through life. Critical thinking is critical, obviously. So I'm going to ask you today, what we're going to do is we're going to do a conspiracy theory research hunt. So I have already assigned you a conspiracy theory that you'll see on the Canvas page. What you're going to do is you're going to dig into that research of that conspiracy theory. So whichever theory I gave you, you're going to do some research into what the theory actually says, and you're going to find at minimum one source that you think is credible, that either refutes your conspiracy theory or disproves it in some way, or that proves some part of it is accurate. So you're looking for a scholarly source that you can defend as a credible source. And you're going to show us what that source says about your theory. And then you're going to describe how you feel about the source and how you feel about the theory overall. So when you have done that, when you have really looked at this conspiracy theory and you're ready to talk about it, you're going to go to the online Flipgrid tool, and the instructions are below in your Canvas page. You can either use a laptop and webcam, or what may be easier for all of you is to use your smartphone. Flipgrid has a free mobile app that seems to be pretty user-friendly. You're welcome to use the Flipgrid mobile app to record your responses. The responses themselves will only be 2 minutes, so you'll describe your theory, you'll describe the source, you'll talk about the validity of that source, and then you're going to respond to 5 of your classmates. So we're going to try to simulate a group discussion, even remotely. Flipgrid will give us an ability to do that. So yeah, that's what we're going to do. If you have questions, though, or concerns, please let me know. I am still working. I'm still checking email every day. I'm excited to see what you come up with, and if you need me, just let me know. Thanks.